Well, hello everyone. This is Dr. Mike Chu, a physical therapist. Hey, I am here right now with Cryosculpt. Me will be back, obviously, in a few seconds. Okay. All right, we are back here. I'm here with Dr. Kellie Wilding. We are actually here at the Cryosculpt clinic, and I already did my session. I already had my so-called, 90 seconds of cryotherapy, and then I had my massage therapy, and then I feel like I'm hyper right now because I needed some coffee. And then we got Dr. Kellie Wilding here. Let's just going to ask her who she is, what does she do. And of course, if you can hear us, type in you can hear us. If not, we got to do something. But we're just doing this remotely here right now at the clinic. But Dr. Wilding, could you please tell us again who you are, what do you do, and what's up with Cryosculpt?
Well, I'm a physician here in town. I work at the Jackson Clinic mainly. I'm partner there.
Jackson Clinic.
My other buddy, Rebecca Nash, Dr. Nash, she's also a doctor there. And we decided that we needed to do something else for the health of the community as well. We had looked into cryotherapy. My husband and her husband had kind of gotten into it. And we're doing the cold plunges that everybody advocates for, but they're pretty messy.
Yeah.
Like,
you gotta get a big bucket and everything.
You do, and believe it or not, like right now it's not bad to maintain, but when it was the summer and they want to do it every day, they were spending a couple $100 in ice a month, like going and buying ice or trying to get a good ice maker. And you can get tubs that'll like cool themselves, but they're like $14,000. So we wanted to keep that benefit going year round. So we decided to put in a cryotherapy wellness center. They're popular in most major cities have them. Our first member here at Cryosculpt was a professional football player that was here home on the off season because his coach has them doing it every day.
Wow. Well, speaking of that, before all of this, before I asked her to interview the cryotherapy, we did some sessions too. I interviewed a guy who owns like a cryo next level thing, and then what he did is he went to this different sports facilities and he placed all his machines. And I also like what you said about serving the community. It's very important that you have this bigger purpose. Yes, she's a physician, I'm a physical therapist, and whatever profession that you have, you need to find a bigger purpose. I mean, yes, being a physician is a bigger purpose already, but in your community itself, you got to find that bigger purpose. And this is what she's found to serve. And I'm sure she probably has like a group of people that runs. I'm assuming that you got people that the sports and everything.
We have a lot of sports people, but a lot of people are not particularly athletic. They've just had pain. We have a lot of people, middle-aged, older, that have continual pain and that have gotten a lot of benefit out of cryotherapy. It helps with your joints. We also have an infrared sauna, and infrared has been shown to help with healing. And so a lot of them go back and forth between that to help with their healing. And yeah, we have athletes. And athletes, we knew that the athletes would come. We knew that people who are into fitness, CrossFit, recovery, because it does reduce your recovery time, like your off days where you have that soreness day after you've worked out. The shiver response in the machine eliminates a lot of your lactic acid and your creatine kinase, and so you don't get as sore, so that you can go hard the next day. So if you're training for something like a marathon or some sort of event, it's great for that. But what I wasn't anticipating was all of the people that are just like me, like middle-aged, out of shape, that hurt, that they get in here and their joints feel better, their back feels better, and without medication.
Well, you mentioned about the soreness and everything like that. And a lot of people are like, why would I do an ice plunge? Why would I do cryotherapy? And could you tell us the physiology behind it? Why the whole body? Why a specific part or something like that?
Well, I mean, the whole body is going to be more generalized. Things I like about it is it reduces your inflammatory mediators, get that inflammation out of your body, which is important. So it stops that inflammation cascade that our body's trying to mount in response to injury. Also, the shiver response, like we said, eliminates some toxins, and the rapid shivering in a 3-minute session, people burn between 500 and 800 calories. So a lot of people use it for weight.
Wow. Well, I want to go back to the inflammatory response. Remember, if you got arthritis, if you got, remember the word arthritis itself, osteoarthritis, itis, the word itis means inflammation. So imagine if your joint, let's just say your knee or your back or your shoulder is already inflamed, why put heat, right? If something is inflamed or hot, why would you put heat? And here we are in the regular world. It's like, oh, I'm gonna put heat, and then why put heat when it's already inflamed?
Yeah, and the heat feels nice.
Yes, it's nice.
But it actually does
more
harm than good.
Mm.
And that's why also the infrared has been shown to be helpful as well. It's not heating you up. Yeah. It's using infrared waves. And I don't know if you've seen the studies on that, but they've actually had groups where they had people with broken bones and had one group sit in a traditional sauna and one group sit in an infrared, and actually aided in the healing of broken bones.
I was going to ask you that too, because the level of infrared, we can go that later, right? The level of infrared is not really just for vasodilation. It's more to increase the blood flow on that specific bone that is fractured.
Right.
So it's more like cellular level. Well, let's go back to cryotherapy because this is Cryosculpt right now, right? So the inflammation. So if you got knee pain, right, doctor? You got shoulder pain. Do you have the machine that just targets or you have?
Yeah, we have targeted cryotherapy as well. So if people want to come in, I found the targeted cryotherapy was great for me. I got stung by a wasp, and I was swelling up pretty bad, and it was really painful. Came in, did that targeted, took the pain right out of it, took the heat right out of it. It's great for like a localized injury.
Localized, and then it what you call it numbs it, right?
It does, and also the other thing people haven't thought about is like inflammatory skin conditions. Doing the localized cold spray on people with psoriasis, because it's an inflammatory condition, eczema. We've had a lot of parents who brought their kids in and their hands are clear now.
Wow.
From the cold spray.
Well, you know what? Come to think of it, when you got psoriasis, it is the arthritis of the skin.
It's an autoimmune inflammation of the skin.
Inflammation of the skin, and then when you do that, what you call this targeted cryotherapy, it vasoconstrict. So vasodilates, vasoconstrict, vasodilation. Your blood is open, vasoconstriction, because you got that targeted cryotherapy. Boom. And then it decreases the inflammation too.
You're also triggering collagen and fibroblasts to make new collagen.
You're being too technical here, Dr. Wilding. You're challenging my you're challenging my therapy skills. So yeah, go ahead.
But you're triggering that, and that's one of the ways it works for aging as well. Like we have a cryo face mask, and we do cryofacials or Frotox, and the Frotox has been shown to have the same benefits for aging as Botox, but with no toxins, and it's much cheaper than Botox.
Well, remember, the Botox is actually botulinum toxin. We are injecting toxin in your body. It's actually
it's a dilute toxin. It is a dilute toxin, but with this, you're not having to do that. So if you have some sort of contraindication, or if the idea of shooting a toxin in that might or might not be permanent freaks you out a little bit, the cold therapy is very minimal risk to that, and will produce similar effects.
And again, if you got any questions with regards to cryotherapy, type in the question section. We'll try our best to answer it. But right now, we're just playing by ear, doing all this live video. So, Dr. Wilding, so after the session, let's just say you got that 90-second. I did the 90-second only. It's my first time, and then I did the massage. So after that 90-second, first session, do we have any special precautions that we do before, during, and after during this?
Well, when you come in, you're going to want to wear dry, comfortable clothing. And you're going to be almost naked, so you're going to want to have, like for men, boxer shorts or some sort of athletic shorts. You're not going to want to be super wet because our machine is running a negative 221 air.
Negative 221.
And so you don't want to have any moisture on you that's going to freeze. For ladies, we recommend like a sports bra. We also have robes in the room. If you don't know what to expect, we've got robes in the room. We've got where you can cover up and have some assistance. Hey Patrick, we have one of our regulars that's come in. We're doing a podcast, but you're good. You're good.
Carry on, Patrick.
Carry on. And so we have gloves that you're going to wear in the machine. If you want to wear a hat or a neck gaiter to protect certain areas, you can. Hold on just a second. I need to plug this in.
She's just plugging in the machine. We got a client that came in, and then she's going to do the cryotherapy herself for her. I don't know what she's going to do with it. So for her face. So there you go. All right. See, I wish we could show it to you right now, but for privacy reasons, we're not going to do it, right? So there you go.
I don't know what speed you're up to.
There you go.
And so then we put you in the machine, and you're going to expect it to be very cold. Our machine is the only type in the industry that uses an infrared camera to tell what temperature you're reaching.
Yeah.
And so the temperature sensors detect when your body gets to therapeutic temperature.
Wow, wow.
And when you get to therapeutic temperature, the fans start to shut off so that we don't push you below. A lot of the machines that I've seen in other places that I wasn't a fan of, it's just really cold, and it's for 3 to 5 minutes, and you're just standing there. But you might actually be doing cellular damage then too. If it's too cold, it's too bad as well. But this tells you exactly where your temperature range is, and it starts shutting down when you reach that therapeutic range for your body.
That hypothermia. Yeah, it was so fancy that I saw my back's being heated, cooled down. You know, my shoulders and everything like that. So it was so good. So Dr. Wilding. So after that, after I've done the 90 seconds or whatever, a 3-minute session, is there any after care that I need to do? Of course, I put on my clothes again, and then
I mean, not really drink plenty
check
of
my
fluids.
vital signs.
You know, you're going to do a rapid shiver response, which is going to move some chemicals around in your body, like we talked about, like lactic acid, creatine kinase. You're going to want to drink a lot of fluids to help flush that, so that as you're moving it, that it gets moving. And I don't know, this is Dr. Chua from Jerryhab.
How are you?
I don't know if you've sent
Nice to
people
meet you,
over to
Patrick.
Jerryhab. This is Dr. Andre from Milan.
Milan,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I think I've seen some of your
I think
patients.
so.
Yeah.
Assisted living there. We got to do a podcast on the next episode.
He can podcast you in Milan. Yeah, absolutely.
Sure.
They run a great primary care office.
I think I've seen some of his clients there.
I'm sure you have.
So, well, anyway, Dr. Wilding, let's go back.
I'm sorry.
That's fine. We easily get distracted. You know
We're
what?
just all over the place.
Yeah.
It's
So, any special contraindications? I know I'm a younger, middle-aged guy. Any special contraindications that I need to
if you
look
have
out?
some sort of difficulty with balance, we do want you to let us know before you go in the chamber, because you do have a step up, and we want to be able to assist you.
I like
in
that
and
it
out.
asks my height.
Yeah, it does ask your height. The professional football player that we had coming, he forgot to put in his height, and the max height is 6'6", and he just had to stand on his tippy toes.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, most of us, that's not an option to get your head out of there by standing on your tippy toes at 6'6".
To really adjust it, so.
Yeah, so he forgot to adjust it, but it was okay for him. For me, I would be like
Yeah.
underneath the thing. But yeah, if you have some sort of major arthritic condition where you need assistance getting in and out of the chamber, we of course would want to know that. If you have any serious cardiac disease like valve replacements or bypass, stroke,
pacemakers,
uncontrolled hypertension or pacemakers, we would hesitate to put you in that chamber if you had any of those conditions. Now, overall, thermocycling, like going from cryotherapy to sauna, is really good for your cardiovascular health if you're looking for something for prevention.
Yeah, contrast heat and cold, so that's good. We do that too a lot in our therapy clinic. So you talked about the infrared earlier. I was so impressed with that. On your the individual machines, the targeted one, does that also have the
We don't have a targeted infrared. We've got infrared sauna. Now, our sauna is unique in that it's infrared, and I know that there are other places in town that do a great job of that, and I highly advocate for that. But we also have red light therapy with it if you want to do red light for your skin and for mood. And salt. We have a salt therapy generator in there. So the sauna, as you're sitting in there, you get halo therapy as well.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, where can we find you? We got a website and everything like that. I know we already put it up there.
It's at cryosculpt.me.
And then the telephone number and everything. think I put it there. So.
You put it in there. I don't have that at the top of my head. I don't remember numbers anymore.
I know, right?
I have this remembers numbers.
I know, right? How about the address here? So
we're at 429 Walker Road, Suite B. We have aesthetic services that are going to be beginning next month. We have somebody that is in aesthetic school now that has already been hired, and she's going to be doing waxing and facials.
Wow. We
have a massage therapist.
I hope my wife doesn't watch this. So she's going to hang out here all the time now.
We have a physical therapist that is trained in lymphatic drainage.
Ooh, so good. Yeah, we need that here.
Is doing lymphatic drainage on clients.
Wow.
So lots of different services and options.
There you go. Well, again, thank you very much, Dr. Wiley. Any last parting wisdom for our people who are watching right now?
Just keep it cold, man.
There you go. Keep it cold. Well, I like what he said about the. Well, of course, I'm not going to say it's the password, but the password sounds like like chilling something right there. So
that's right.
Good. Well, again, thank you very much. We appreciate you for watching. Thank you very much, Dr. Wiley. But before I let you go, always remember the word FAST. F-A-S-T, letter F. Find people that will bring out the best in you, because you are the average of the 5 people you hang out with. So who are you hang out with tonight or today? I hang out with Dr. Wiley. I feel like I already did my cryosculpting, right? So next letter is letter A, take action. All this stuff that we're doing is not going to do me good. Stuff that we're going to do very good if you don't take action. Take action. Go to their website. Check them out. Go check out that free session, that quick session, and then come over here. Take action. Next letter is letter S. Share and subscribe. The more shares, the better. It may not be applicable to you. Share their website and their Facebook page. It may not be applicable to you, but it could be applicable to someone else, right? So, and last but not least, letter T is teach it. Why? Because when you hear it, you forget. When you see it, you remember. But when you're actually teaching it, you're actually understanding it more. That's what Dr. Wiley is doing. She's teaching us how to understand the benefits of cryotherapy. Again, thank you, Dr. Wiley. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right, and we're